5:45. The dogs woke me up. And this has got my protein coffee and my water. There's some dog treats. Want some dog treats? They will in a minute. Anyway, so I'm awake. And yeah, I just drink this when I first wake up. I usually sleep till 6, but they had other ideas this morning. They had to go potty and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, here I am. And there they are. They're eating. So that's how our mornings look. First thing I do is feed the wild ones. Then I'll feed me around 8. I'll tell you what time it is when I do it. Question. For those of you who have a table countertop style ice maker, do you leave it plugged in all the time? Do you just plug it in and make what you want and put it in the freezer? What do you do with yours? I got this, whenever I had my old refrigerator and the ice maker didn't work. So then I'm like, well, I haven't had an ice maker for about 6 years. Why not just not get one? Because I'm telling you, the space, oh my gosh, the space that there is if you don't have one, like all this space is what you get if you don't have an ice maker. Plus you get this one and this one. That's why I didn't want to get one with an ice maker. But anyway, yeah. So for those of you who have a countertop, I'm letting my dishes dry, a countertop ice maker, do you just turn it on in the morning and turn it off at night? Do you just leave it on 24/7? Like, I'm still new and I don't really know how they work. I mean, I know how it works, but it doesn't keep the ice cold like I had imagined it would. It just makes 6 or whatever it is, and then they sit there and slowly melt. And so it's like, well, in my mind, if you're going to make ice, why wouldn't you want it to be refrigerate the ice and keep it cold too? But that's evidently not how these work. So if you have one of these, tell me, how do you use yours? I'm trying to understand how they work. I don't use a whole lot of ice. I like a little in the morning, and then I like a little at night. Still Sunday, just took the dogs for a walk. It's 8:06. Got my yogurt cottage cheese with some guava, and these are still frozen. I forgot to pull some out, but I'll chomp it down anyway. So that's my breakfast. Lunch today is going to be my own version of a TV dinner kind of thing. I'm thinking that I don't know which flavoring it was, but anyway, it'll be a surprise. So I'll put the lid on it and nuke it. And, I had added the frozen vegetables, so they've kind of defrosted. And whatever flavorings on top, I'll tell you, but I ain't going to know. But I know in my last video it kind of cut off, but I think one of them had these, or 2 of them had those. One of them had this. I don't know. Anyway, you know me, I like those seasonings, so it was something like that. All right, I'm going to nuke it. Man, I had it all recording, was talking to y'all and stuff. I had that meat over there and the vegetables over here. Well, that was a bust. But anyway, I heated it up, and I went ahead and put the meat over here with the veggies. I think that'll be good. And of course, I've got my sesame seeds on it. Got to have that texture going. So this is what I'm going to be eating. It's 11:47. Let me give it a little taste. Yeah, that's good. I think it's this seasoning. I could be lying, but I think it's this seasoning. But anyway, so there's my version of I don't know what they call. We used to call them TV dinners, but I don't know what they call them anymore. But that's my lunch today. I pulled my pork out. I did it for a minute, and now I'm cutting it up a little bit better because, if it's already cut up, then I can just shovel it much quicker while I'm eating. I'm looking all fancy today in my pajamas. And I got a hair bonnet on. Whoop, whoop. But I took a shower. And I got curly hair. So the curls are a little more controlled if I sleep in one of these. I don't know, nightcap, I think is what we used to call it in the olden days, but I think they call the hair bonnet now. But anyway, so if I sleep in one of these, it helps it a little bit. Not perfect, but helps it a little bit. So anyway, almost got it cut up. Then I'm going to put a little bit of barbecue sauce. Okay. Now, hang on, let me get some barbecue sauce. I'm going to do a mixture of a little bit of his honey mustard. Bloop. And that's about a tablespoon. And maybe 2 tablespoons. Yeah, this is a tablespoon is a serving. Then I'm going to heat it up and see. 2 tablespoons is a serving. So we'll see. We'll see. When you got to nuke it and heat it up and let it spread a little bit better, thin out. All right, so I'm going to let it go for another minute. I'm going on and making up a couple of these for, I'll make one for now and one for tomorrow. Gotta get my pico de gallo. Put a couple scoops of that on there. Couple scoops of that on there. What was in here? Oh, onions, okay. I haven't eaten any Southwestern flavor, so I'm trying to, I don't want this to go bad, so I'm going to put just a little bit of onion and pepper in my salad. There we go. That over here, out of the way, out of the way. Put just a smidge of real bacon bits on these. A little bloop, bloop. Now, I looked at the calories. There's 5 calories, 0 carbs, and 0 sugar in 1/4 of a teaspoon. I was like, let's see. Oh yeah, I'm probably putting 2 of them. Just wanted to compare how much I was eating versus how much it says, because it's good to know that, Normally I weigh whenever I add my stuff. Normally I just keep it sitting on a scale, so I have, even if I'm not counting up the calories right now, because I did all that in the past, and so as long as I know I'm, getting a serving of something, I know that it was good in the past. So, all right, so I got a little barbecue sauce in here, a little bit of that honey mustard. I don't want too much. Don't want to drown it out, all the seasoning I put on there when it cooked. Let's just see what we think. Yeah, that works out. So this and this, I'll put this one away for tomorrow. Yeah, because tomorrow's gym day. So I don't want to have to come home and do a whole bunch of manual labor after I work out. So I figured out that 2 servings is kind of watery, so I want to do less. So which was 60 ounces, or no, 60 grams. So last night I did 50 and that worked out well. That's 48. That's close enough. So, this is what I'm having tonight. Pork loin, crock potted, and my cabbage salad. If you want to see how I made my pork loin, you can go back of yesterday's video and you'll see how I made it. Alright, that's what I'm having tonight. Have a good night, y'all.